Hello everyone, Christiaan here. This video has a dual purpose. It's both episode 5 in my Christiaan's Violin Ramblings series, and it is also an introduction to one of the 2 workshops I'm gonna teach at DjangoFest Northwest 2017. One workshop is about technique, and I made a video about that too. It's episode 4. And this video is about the other workshop, and that is a workshop about jazz or gypsy jazz violin improvisation. And if you want to know more about the workshops, check the description, there will be a link. And also, if you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel, that helps out a lot. So my method for improvising on violin is mostly based on outlining and embellishing arpeggios. But nevertheless, in this video I want to talk about scales, because I get a lot of questions about which scales to use and how do you practice them. And the thing is that I think for jazz you're better off spending time with practicing to play arpeggios. Mostly because there are so many chord changes in jazz that if you want to play scales, often you have to change scales for every chord, and then you're making it very difficult for yourself, as opposed to, for example, improvising in bluegrass or modal improvisation. Scales are nice because the chord lasts for a long time and then you can use that scale for a long time. But in jazz, I think the sound is mostly produced by embellishing arpeggios. So, of course, I will talk a lot about arpeggios in the workshop itself, but I want to give you an example of how you can use the sound of a certain scale together with arpeggios. So the scale I'm gonna look at today is called the bebop scale. It's an 8-note scale based on a mixolydian scale with one added note. So let's say C7. I'm gonna do all the examples on C7. This is the bebop dominant scale, a scale that you play on dominance, in this case C7. You play a C major scale and you add the B flat. So, or you could say you play a C mixolydian scale and you add a B. So it's 8 notes. So let's say I play a C scale normally. Now I add the B flat. While the B is still there. So you have 8 notes. And generally you play this scale descending. So let's play it from this C to the low G. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the nice thing is that when you start the scale on a downbeat, which is what you generally do, then on every downbeat there will be a chord tone. The first beat will be a C, then will be flat, 7, G, 5, E, 3, and then next bar again starts with the root on the downbeat. Now you can practice the scale and see if you can make nice melodies within the scale, which is perfectly acceptable. But I like to combine them with arpeggio-based improvisation. So let's look at an arpeggio that fits nicely with a C chord, and then later I get back to the scale. So let's take a G minor 6 arpeggio. G, B flat, D, E. And I will improvise on the backing track, which is just only C7. And then I'm going to play these 4 notes as the skeleton, the basis for my improvisation, but I add other random notes. These can be chromatic notes, diatonic notes, whatever I want, lead tones. And I'm just trying to find nice melodies while keeping this arpeggio as a basis. And of course I've done it many times, so my fingers and ears are already trained to play things that sound nice, but this is just about experimentation and training your ears and your fingers. So let's do that. G minor 6 with added random notes. With the backing track, here we go. So that works. Now I want to combine this with the bebop scale. And the thing with the bebop scale that stands out to me is the first three notes, if you play it descending, which is C, B, B flat. That little cell of three notes, so played together, is kind of the essence for me of the sound of the bebop scale. So I'm going to do the same thing, improvise with G minor 6, while trying to play lines towards this cell of three notes. So in that way I combine the sound of the bebop scale with the sound of a G minor 6 arpeggio. Works great. Let's look at another arpeggio, a little bit more exotic. Let's look at an A major arpeggio. A, C sharp, E, and I'd like to add a flat 9 to this arpeggio, so I'd like to add a B flat. So you get A, B flat, C sharp, D, E. So first step, improvising with these four notes, while adding random notes. This is what some people would call playing an octatonic sound, or a half step, whole step, diminished sound. But no, I don't care about those things. I'm just playing A major, try it with a added flat 9. So now combine this with the essence of the bebop scale, that's C, B, B flat. So A major with a flat 9 combined with that three note cell from the bebop scale. Works great. So one more arpeggio, let's look at G minor major 7, which is G, B flat, D, F sharp. Same thing first, improvising only with these four notes with added notes, random notes. Okay, combine it with the bebop scale. Of course, and I combine all of these. I can combine G minor 6, G minor major 7, A major with a flat 9, and a bebop scale. And then just going in and out of those things at random, just let my ears make the decisions about what sounds nice. So let's finish the video by doing that. So in this way you make it very interesting for yourself. And of course there are many more arpeggios possible, really out there arpeggios, and I will discuss many of them during the workshop. But this is a way I practice scales. So you can do this with any scale, any exotic scale you have. Just find the essence of the scale and then combine them with arpeggios, and you have a very convenient way of both playing the scale but also feel free because you have these arpeggios to use. So I hope I see you at DjangoFest Northwest, and if not, then well, you have this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!